Welcome back to StarRupture. My name is Nilaus, and we are here again with another little short guide here. And just for clarification, this is not a Let's Play. I'm doing a Let's Play on Twitch, and as I think this game suits better for a Twitch Let's Play where there's a lot of exploration and build sequences. So if you want to see that, then that's over on Twitch, but I'm going to use the same base to make these small guides and sort of some adventures in this world. So that's the intention of this. Today, what we're going to do is we are going to look at something that gets unlocked. It is here when you unlock the helium 3 extractor. I got so excited because the only way you get helium is just these small scraps, but you really want a lot of helium because over here there is a recipe that you really want for the helium. Where is it? No, maybe it's on the furnace. It's probably on the furnace. Yeah, this one. You want glass, and yeah, that's 2,500 helium. Getting that 2,500 helium from, or helium 3 actually, from just like picking up a little bit here and there. This is what I've been trying to do, and it's not working. So the moment I saw that we now have access to an actual helium extractor, I got so excited. Then the only problem was like, where? Because you can make this helium extractor, but it needs a deposit. So where is this deposit, and how do we make it in there? So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to be making a little foray into a different part of the land. This is where we found one of the blueprints last time. And then we're going to be heading out up here, up north. So let's start going to this little temporary base I have set up here. This is basically just a respawn point in case I died up here. So we made it up here, and we are now going to be making our way further in. One thing that before you go out, make sure you have a lot of ammo. Whatever ammo you use, make sure you have a lot of basic materials, and make sure that you have at least one meteorite heart. That's all you're going to need. And now we go into, this is basically a new zone, because how we can see that it's a new zone, first of all, is boring, no matter what this. But we also get this serpent root, which is really, I mean, honestly, the food is kind of dull in this game, but oh, hello. But it's kind of useful for just raw materials. Let's try the grade. Whee! That's actually really nicely done. Nice. And always pick up these things afterwards. They give quite a decent amount of extra points. And I also go a little bit intensively for the serpent root. We need quite a lot of them, so getting them early is good. Okay, so we are now coming over to... there we go. There is a scanning, and what do we have here? Purple vents. Pink vents? I don't know. That's definitely a thing. So we'll be using this one to set up and to explore the area around us. Once we have explored the area around us, then we can use this for building a base. So, usual part. Pop this one.
Initialized.
And then we'll just be taking care of the good little friendlies that come along with our exceptional FPS skills. Oh, there you are. Try to take the blue ones first. So something I'm thinking generally is that I feel that we use way too much ammo. I don't know if it's the game thing or it's just this particular weapon that is really intensive on weapons. Oh, there's a blue. And obviously the way I'm shooting is also a little bit weapons intensive or ammo intensive. But it also just means that even if I bring 3 stacks, we're probably gonna run out eventually. And are we still getting? Yeah, there we go. There's more and more. The damn spitters, they are so annoying. Because this weapon is not exactly accurate. And neither am I. Did we get that one? Did that one? No, it's not then. I got one. Even though it's really far away. I don't want to run out towards them. Man. There's the one. Got it. Nope. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Oh, more. There's more. A little bit more. Oh, crap.
Reloading.
Oh, look at this. These are dangerous. The ones that are flingers, they are the really dangerous ones. They have very long range and they put this blob on the ground. Okay, we got the... So we just need to figure out where they are. Yeah, they're shooting on this one, but I don't know where it is. Not these ones. Not this one. There we go. That's the one. This flinger. This is the one we want. There you are.
It's getting dangerous.
And just keep moving. These ones, though, they give 700 points to get. So there we go. We have cleared this space, and let's have a look at what it looks like in the surrounding area, and get that.
Scan complete.
Scan complete, indeed. And good. So this area, don't go in there. There's a drain. There's a corrosion on this area, so that's not gonna work. We can set up our base. There's a monolith that's... We don't know what's for. Maybe that's for later. I have not figured that out yet, but maybe we will. And then there's a little bit of dead bodies here and there. This is the underground cave. Funny that says underground cave. It says unknown location, but it is an underground cave. Nice. Yeah, so we can explore this. Just grab this stuff here around so we have a place to build our base. So we've cleared the area around here, and we can see a little bit clear. Got a little bit of random crap as usual. We're going to be building a location here. So what we want to do is we want to build some place that we can have here. We're going to be building close to that one. And then we're going to build a habitat because we want to make sure that we are safe. And we're just going to make that there and another one on top. And then we just build the... I've kind of developed a sort of consistent way of making these designs, which kind of looks nice and does... Yeah, I like it. There we go. And then we're going to be getting a entrance. I like getting an entrance on both sides, but I don't think I need it on the back side since that's just out into nothingness. There. Then what we need to do is we need to start working on getting these two. And I'm going to be pushing them... I don't know. We can always change them. I'm going to push them towards me here. Maybe that way. Let's have a look at what they do, because they actually generate quite a lot. They provide 8 every 2 seconds, which is 4 per second, which is the same as a tier 2 belt. So we need a tier 2 belt to get this one. And we just got a research as well. Did that? No, it was not the one that I wanted. Okay. So let's go in here and set up the shop. The shop is going to look like always the clockwork terminal next to it. Then we'll have we'll have an analyze station here. We'll have a vertical connector up. We'll have the storage there. That's just how I've now decided that that's how I built these. We got something moon energy. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what I want. The silly wind turbine. So the silly wind turbine is silly. It's good. Like it takes a 4x4 slot. But, and it, so if this takes 2x2 and generates 10 megawatt. This is 4x4, so it's 4 times as much as this, but generates 200 megawatt. So that's excellent. The only problem with this is, let's just say it's the looks, right? It's got a little bit of a problem with the looks in terms of plausibility of this actually generating power. To be perfectly honest, like, look at this. Where are you? You're hiding behind here. Yeah, I have a tough time seeing these blades that do nothing. The blender thing generating 200 megawatt of power, but I don't know. I'm not expert on alien wind phenomenon. Only just normal wind phenomenon. But this seems implausible. But okay, it's a new cool design and it works to generate 200 megawatt each. So we should have enough power around here. Now. Next thing we want to do is we want to sort of make a platform, which is always like way more annoying than it should be. And I think we want to make it over here. So we'll try so that we can move away from... move away from this being this side here. So what is it we want to do? Well, at this point, we actually just want to put all of this into into some boxes, because what we want to do is we want to complete. Let's also build the recipe station. We want to complete the recipe to give us glass, because glass is what we want. So this is the one, and then of course we'll also do calcium powder, but calcium powder is something we have somewhere else, so that should be easy. But we really want to get glass, and that should be our objective today. Another thing, why do we want glass actually? Well, that actually comes up here, because glass is a requisite for the intermediate. And that's going to be what we want to work towards. So we do have the titanium housing, and if we work on glass, then it's just inductor. When we have those things, then we can start making stuff that we need with the intermediate build, which will be the next episode, because it's a thing that actually changes a lot. One thing that you might come think about is like, oh, that's great. Now we have hydrogen or helium up here, but how do we get it near anything we want to make? And that's usually the problem, honestly. But we have a way. We have a... That's going to be revealed later on. So we built a bit of a platform, and now it's time for us to hook this one up. Maybe should have done that before, so they could do that while I was hooking up the platform. But there we go. And this one was set to helium and helium. So that means now this just needs to accumulate until it has 2,500. And once we have that, then we're going to be working on the next part, which is yeah, so we want the glass. Glass is probably going to be needing some calcite. Luckily we have calcite here, so we do need to actually make a calcite build. So we're actually going to be expanding this way and then making a little calcite build here, because we need the calcite powder to unlock glass. So if we go down here, we should be able to be close enough, hopefully. Otherwise I have to redo some things. Oh man, I'm just freaking out now. Because there. Oh yes, it is possible. Barely. Get that over here. Get you over here. There we go. That one. And then we just need to bring you home from this location and then somehow up. Collide with something. Fine. And then that gets up here to our base. Let's expand the platform a little bit towards this side as well, so we can also build some calcite powder, which we need. Another little platform has been expanded, and what we want to do now is bring this up here, and I want to actually just make it let's see. I want to make it... We first start with a smelter, and I think the smelter should be turned this way. There. And then I'm going to get 3 tiles in between, because that's always what we do. And then I get it into a furnace, because that's where I want it. It's so funny that they've chosen that the default rotation is counterclockwise. I think I just couldn't understand why I always had to rotate so many times. And then it dawned on me that it was because it was... it's rotating counterclockwise by default, which is insane. Just saying. That one, and oops, we'll take this one out and fill it in again like this. Right, so what we're gonna get here is this one is making calcium blocks. It makes 2 calcium blocks every 2 seconds, so that is a ratio of 1 per second. Then that is gonna go into these 2. There could be 3, but I couldn't support 3 anyway, calcium powder, because this takes 3 out every 3 seconds, but only 1 in. So if you look at the inbound side, it needs 1 every 3 seconds, so I need 3 of these to consider the inbound. But if I have 3 of them, then I make 9 per second, which is more than 2 Mark II belts. So 1 is less than a Mark II belt, so I'm just gonna make 2, so we know that we can get a full belt outbound from this. And then we take here. That's going to be consolidated, and then I'm going to make a depot here. Oh, there's one question that someone has been asking me also in Twitch chat, like, why is my storage 3x3 and your storage is 2x2? You can see I can switch, right click, and you switch between them. So every building has 2 modes. One where the inputs are on the lines between the squares, and one where the inputs are on the middle of the squares, and I absolutely prefer this one. It's just makes so much more sense in my opinion. So we're gonna be put that in here, and then we're gonna be linking it up here. We're gonna be getting everything by here. Kind of sucks when there's 3 and I chose the middle one, the wrong one. It just looks kinky for no purpose. There. Get that from here to here. And on the outbound side, there's only 1 outbound. I wonder if we'll get something that has multiple outbounds as well. But so far we only have multiple inbounds or inputs, but not multiple outputs. There. And there. And then this one will be set to calcium powder, which is also something we need. And are you building? No, you're not, because you've not been set yet. There we go. And none of it is coming in because we haven't set this one up yet. I'm going to take you out. Get from here. Let's get you over there and then get you into that one. Great. That should get us a new supply. Come on. Yes, it's coming in. Surprisingly little. Oh, it's coming in at the ratio that it's producing at, so there's no stockpile. Okay, so this gets us the calcium. Over here we have tons of this. We also have the junk in our inventory, but whatever. We can use this.
Just what I need.
Just what you need. This one will be dropped, this one will be dropped, and this will be dropped and dropped. This I always drop these things just so that they can be taken care of by the next the next rupture. Next rupture will take care, will just burn through these boxes. Where the hell did the boxes go? Oh well, they're gone now. And we can then go in here and continue to pour things into the furnace build, and then pour more things in, and then when we get more of the calcium powder, we can get this one unlocked soon. To do a little supply run and also just wait out the StarRupture, and that means we now are ready to go for the furnace and unlock. Oops, here and here. Oh, 2,500. Oh no. Well, okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll just get the last bits here and here as well. There you go. That should definitely be enough. It was not 2,400, it was 2,500, and we get it. Furnace, and glass is ours. So, next thing, glass is in a, that must be a furnace build, right? So I need to make a furnace, and oh, by the way, this was not actually correct what I said about this full belt. This is only 1 per second if it goes, because it's on a 3-second cycle. So I really should be having like an extra one out here, but click to make it like that. And then I can just feed it in here. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. Calcium powder is set up, and we now have it coming in at 1 per second, which is nice. So let's do a furnace. I don't want to build the furnace here. I want to build these test furnaces, the stuff that I do off here, because if I build it here and then I need to move it, then I have to rebuild the ground. So I'm always just kind of trying to build the ones that are for testing. Glass is 1 and 2, and it's on a 3-second cycle. So if I have 3 of these glass builders, then I need 2 of these per second, and I'm only making 1. That's actually not much. Yeah, this is gonna be, it's gonna be idle. We'll make 3 of these, 2 of these, and then it turns out that helium is not really used for much. So let's make 3 of these there. And where would I want them? I would want to have a 3 tile. And then let's make it as far over as we can. Oh, we also want to make sure that we have a walking path. This is actually the correct place to make it. I don't know if that I like it here, but it's the correct place. Because then there's a 3 line here going down. And there's a 3 line here. So that's good. Let's move over here and take this. So since there are no shortcuts or hotkeys in this game, which is really weird, and there's no hotbar for things, then you really, the best way to do things or to build is when you have built 1 of each, then just run around and use the Z key to pick up whatever, change the build. Here, that goes in here. Oh, this is not really working, is it? No. I'm gonna do it in a little bit different way, because I actually want both this and this to come in at the same place, which means that I would want to have a build here, which would be consolidating the helium and this, and then this one would actually go out into these 3 locations. I will do it this way. It's a little bit more clunky, but it still works. You go in here, and that goes in. Then it also spreads further. It goes in, spreads further, and goes in. Right? Nothing comes in because these recipes have not been set. So we go on the other outside. And if we set the recipes, then it should be fine. The only thing we then miss is actually a science facility for this. So that's going to be after that. But let's get this one going first. Get out of this build mode. There we go. So as soon as I set this to recipe to glass, then we should see something coming in. Is it? Yes, it is. But let's start. Oh, this is always like a bad idea if you fill this up, because then it has sent out a dispatch towards this, which will then get stuck because I've already filled things in here. Yeah, so like pre-filling builds on a demand-driven network is not a great idea. This will be fine. It will be able to handle it. It's on 3 of these. That means every second it needs 1, 2, 3 items, which is less than the belt capacity. So this belt will not be full once we get into a steady state. Only thing we need is to make glass out here. Select the glass, and we should get the glass out. Yay, we got glass. Glass is important. Why? Well, it's used for 1 research, so, you know, that's a thing.
Tura status, stable.
Good.
Arcadia status, stable.
Good. Then we're going to be making a little bit of a platform out here. Let's see. Or I could also just start making these. Nope, that's not the one I want. I want the orbital launcher, and I switch that also to 3. And then I'm just going to try to see if I can build it here. I probably cannot. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Do you want to make 4? Sure. And then we get... Oh, come on. That range. Here. And... yeah. And then get some pillars to distribute here, 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 and here. Like, this is a temporary thing, so I'm just... everything is kind of temporary in this game so far. We don't have an idea about what final will look like. We don't even know if glass is used for 10 other things that, and therefore we need like a massive build. I keep putting it in there. Here, and then we need to go out of build mode and then set this one up, because one of these is actually needing glass. There. Ooh, 70 points for a glass. I'll take it. And that's the selling corporation. So that's going to be some kind of new construction materials, construction thing. There we go. Is that a ratio? Nah, probably not. And it doesn't really matter if it's at ratio in my opinion, because it just kind of gets done. It'll get this done pretty quickly. There we go. So what have we done now? Now we have built a new location. We have claimed a new location up here. We have gotten the helium done. We have done a glass build, and now we are using the glass for more research. I think that's a pretty decent little thing for us to do in one episode. And so now you know where to find the first, at least in my opinion, the first easy way to get helium. And that will mean that you can get glass, and glass unlocks a lot of other things. So that's pretty good. So what we're going to do next episode is we are going to be continuing with maybe a inductor build, because the inductor build will be focused on the construction parts too. We can see them in here. This construction part requires titanium housing. We got that. Glass, we got this now. Inductor, that's what we need next time. And then we can get the intermediate building materials. That's going to be awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, be sure to hit the like button. Leave me know in the comment section if you have good or bad ideas or questions. And then also make sure that you drop by my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/Nilaus, or check the VODs where I have a more comprehensive playthrough. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.